right, so let's talk about the different levels that BAs work at. We work at the product level, the process level, the strategic level, and unstructured level. So it could be a mix of everything, right? So you want to also think about what levels would be best for me. Will I be best working at the product level, the project level, or the process level, right? So these are also things you can start to think about. And these are also things that you want to start putting into your resume. Okay, things that you want to start putting into your resume. Now let's talk about the hard skills. So before now I talked about the skills you have being relevant. What are these skills that BAs around the world have already? What are these skills that they have already? Problem solving, communication skills, business knowledge rank as the top 3 skills that business analysts have around the world. Do you already have communication skills, problem solving skills, business knowledge? Then you're already practicing business analysis. You're already using the skills that these same people that are making 6 figures around the world, you're already using these same skills at work. So how can I position these problem solving skills, communication skills, and business knowledge skills as a business analyst? Some other hard skills that business analysts have are facilitation skills, agile mindset, creative thinking, systems thinking, decision making, conceptual thinking, organization and time management, leadership and influencing, negotiation and conflict resolution, visual thinking. So which of the skills do you have? If you are using this data to help yourself, you would be able to note down the skills you already have, the ones you need to learn, the ones you already have right now. How can I highlight this on my resume, on my LinkedIn? How can I highlight this as well when I'm speaking to hiring managers? Because every hiring manager is looking for these skills in a business analyst. How do I show leadership? How have I been able to lead, even in my small, tiny role that I have? How am I able to influence my team members? How am I able to influence customers? How am I able to manage my time? How am I able to make decisions, make the right decisions within a short period of time? How am I able to use my business knowledge to help the business achieve their business goals? How am I able to communicate effectively, whether it's facilitating meetings, whether it's interviewing my stakeholders, whether it's documenting things in proper reports, creating documentation. I know how to create documentation really well for people to assimilate it. I can create training manuals to help train my staff. How do I solve problems? Problems come up every day at work. Whether you work in customer service or not, whether you're a manager, whether you're a team lead, problems will escalate to you. Whether you're in accounting, whether you're in sales, problems will escalate to you. How do you solve problems? Can you document how you solve problems? These are the things that need to be on your resume and your LinkedIn profile. You don't need to have any fancy tech experience or anything like that. But however, how can you show that you've done this, across all the different levels we talked about? How have you done this across all the different strategic roles we talked about earlier? So these are the things that you want to start, thinking about and implementing into, your own resume and, on your LinkedIn profile as well. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the soft skills. So soft skills are transferable skills, right? That you can use to succeed in any role. While the hard skills are skills that are specific to performing business analysis work. And to be honest, the hard skills in business analysis, I find them more like soft skills because they're very general, right? And that is why we don't get hung up on the job title. We get more focused on the value offer. So with soft skills for business analysts, we have communication skills being the highest skill. We have problem solving, listening, stakeholder engagement were the highest ranked skills. So how well can you communicate with stakeholders? How well can you solve problems? How well do you show your listening skills? How well do you engage stakeholders? How are you documenting this on your resume? How are you putting this on your LinkedIn profile? How are you communicating this when you speak to a hiring manager? How are you able to tell a story as to how you're able to do this? Critical thinking comes in as a soft skill. Adaptability, relationship building skills. Are you able to build relationships with your stakeholders, internal customers, external customers, organizational skills, decision making, emotional intelligence, influencing skills, expectations management, negotiation skills, leadership, and storytelling. So these are soft skills that are, that BAs around the world, typically use in their roles. So employers value soft skills because they enable business analysts to cooperate, to collaborate, and to thrive within the organization. If you have good problem solving skills, good communication skills, good stakeholder management skills, good listening skills, good relationship building skills, you can work with anybody, even the most difficult people, because you have those soft skills. And that's why the BAs are there, because you're in between the business and technology sometimes. Sometimes you're working only with business. However, even within the business, even within the team, people would always have, varying thoughts, varying opinions. People would never always agree. But you, as the business analyst, you're focused on achieving the business goals, and you're using these skills that you already have. So these are the things you want to start looking at and saying, how many do I have? Which ones do I need to improve on or learn? How can I communicate the skills I already have today, towards, the roles I'm looking for in business analysis? Okay. So, once you get started in your business analyst career, of course, and, you take, for example, a training, right, or get some coaching, any in coaching or training provider would, follow the guide to business analysis, which is the book of knowledge, the BABOK. And the BABOK highlights, 6 different knowledge areas and goes into detail with regards to the techniques required, the skills required, the competencies required. So you have no challenges with performing your role as a business analyst. Okay, so I want us to just quickly talk about figures, salary. There are certain skill sets that BAs around the world now are they're looking to get into, or they're adopting, right? So like the agile is one of them. Data is one of them. Product ownership, product analysis. Oh, Chapidi from Germany, fantastic. Jay's from Nigeria, fantastic. Cybersecurity is another. Business process management is another. Change management, product ownership, data management, data analysis, business intelligence. I saw a question where somebody asked, is BA the same thing as business intelligence? No, it's not, because business analysis, like I shared before, is being able to do this on a broad scale, right? But business intelligence, you're using intelligence and statistical tools and techniques to do this. Okay, so with the United States, the average salary is around $108,000, right? So that's the average salary. For women, it's around $101,000. For men, it's around $118,000. Now, bear in mind that these are, from the respondents that have provided information. Not everyone, provides that information. Also, this is dependent on, maybe how many years of experience they have, what industries they work at. That also determines how much you can really make as a business analyst. But for what we can see, the men earn more than women in business analysis. And, I think in every country around the world, I haven't seen any country where women are earning more than men in business analysis. And that's because, in every industry in the world, men are earning more than women. And that's because women hardly ever negotiate their salaries. They're always very content and happy and grateful with whatever they were given. And they don't think they should ask for more because they feel greedy. If you're that person, I think you should definitely go on my YouTube channel and watch the International Women's Day event, where we talked about negotiating with power. We also talked about how to negotiate salaries. Okay. So for the men, in the US, they earn way more than the women in business analysis. That's for sure. The average certified business analyst in the US is earning around $121,000. So they are working as business analysts and they have the CBAP certification. They're earning around $121,000. Okay. So that's some statistics for the US when it comes to pay in the US for business analysts. Top 3 industries BAs work: banking, finance, insurance, information technology, healthcare, and pharmaceutical industries. So these industries are industries that pay, that hire a lot of BAs. So banking, finance, insurance, information technology, healthcare, and pharmaceutical industries. And then, of course, the three best industries for higher salaries for business analysts, consulting, and professional services. The average pay there is around $135,000. The another industry is communication and telecoms. The average pay for BAs in this industry is around $113,000. And the healthcare and pharmaceutical industry, the average pay there is around $110,000. So as we can see that, there are a lot of industries that value business analysts and would also pay business analysts in six figures. So you want to also consider, the industries you're applying to. You want to know the statistics, of course, equivalent to your skills and your experience. And of course, if you have the right certifications. Top three soft skills: communication skills, listening skills, problem solving skills. Top three job titles: business analyst, business systems analyst, IT business analyst. Top three responsibilities: business analysis, process development, and testing and quality assurance. So these are statistics from the US, as well. 79% of the BAs in the US are involved in Agile. So you want to learn about Scrum, DevOps, and Skilled Agile. So if you're currently a BA and you're not looking to get into these spaces, you should get some Scrum knowledge, certification, training, DevOps, and Skilled Agile as well. Okay. And of course, a lot of the BAs are involved in a lot of digital initiatives, from user stories to design thinking to customer journey mapping. Right? So these are, some of the, techniques that BAs use. So let's look at Canada, right? So with Canada, you can see that based off the conversion rate of 1.236, the average business analyst salary in Canada was $96,000, with women earning around $91,000 and men earning around $99,000. The average salary for certified BAs was around $108,000, and these are in USD. These were Canadian dollars. Sorry. Okay. Top industries: banking, finance and insurance, information technology, government. Right. So we can see that it's pretty different from Canada and the US. Top industries for higher salaries: energy and utilities, because a lot of there's a lot of energy companies, oil and gas companies here as well in Canada. Consulting and professional services, and government. Energy and utilities was paying around $119,000. Consulting paying around $113,000. Government paying around $98,000. So having a lot of this knowledge is also helpful for you as you get into this career or you're getting into those industries. Top soft skills: communication skills, listening skills, problem solving skills. Okay. All right. So of course, the same thing with Canada as well. A lot of the BAs are practicing in Agile, with Scrum, DevOps, and Lean Kanban software development also being very, very popular Agile approaches as well. And then top techniques: user stories, design thinking, customer journey mapping, were techniques that BAs were using in their digital initiative. So you want to make sure that you know the top techniques being used and you learn those techniques. And that is where coaching comes into place. Okay. When you have the right coaching and you know how to use those techniques, then of course you would excel in your BA career. In the United Kingdom, the average BA salary was around £56,000. Men earning around £60,000, women earning around £52,000. And then the average certified BA earning around £62,000. Top industries in the UK: banking, finance, insurance. I think the banking, finance, insurance industry would always remain as one of the top industries that hire BAs, because we know banks, insurance companies, finance companies in general, they've always been very, they've always been industries that have been very, very forward with embracing technology, implementing technology, building technology solutions, improving their processes. If you've worked in banking, finance, or insurance, you have a very, very good path for you, created for you with that experience, because you've been involved in so many things and you can use all those experiences, in your business analysis career. Information technology, consulting and professional services, and the government are also industries that hire a lot of BAs in the UK. The two best industries for higher salaries in the UK were banking, finance, and insurance with around £58,000, and consulting and professional services with around £66,000 as well. Now, you want to also bear in mind that, when it comes to the what you earn as a business analyst, it's different from when you're working full time or as a consultant, because you can definitely make more money as well as a consultant. Okay, so top 3 soft skills are communication skills, stakeholder engagement skills, and listening skills as well. Of course, 92% of the BAs in the UK were using Agile. So you see things like this recurring, then you want to make sure that you also have this, because that means that employers are looking out for BAs who have Agile knowledge and Agile skills. Okay, so top approaches were Scrum, Lean Kanban, Scaled Agile, and DevOps as well. So these are things that you can actually start to, use, to prepare yourself if you're getting into that role, the BA role. You want to get to the BA role, this data would help you. Or if you, are currently a business analyst and you feel like you want to improve yourself, you need more, then of course, having a lot of this information helps you to upskill, because I believe you have to constantly keep learning. You can't just say, oh, I got a certification or I got a training and I'm good. You always have to keep improving yourself, from what we can see here, because there's always more skills, more techniques to learn, more approaches as well that we need to learn as well. So that's it for salary. There is a lot of information as well with regards to like countries like India, that shows that there's 12% of BAs in India have the CBAP, and of course there's a growing business analysis adoption with the companies in India for sure. So we see that there for India, top 3 industries were information technology, banking, finance and insurance, consulting and professional services. So there is definitely a thriving a business analysis career path for those who are in India who want to start a career in business analysis. You definitely can, because there are companies that are hiring there. In Australia, which is one of the countries that pays the highest for business analysts, the average business analyst earns $127,000 in Australia, women earning $122,000, and men earning $130,000. And then the CBAP certified business analyst in Australia makes around $139,000. So this means that there's a lot of earning potential for you if you live in Australia and you want to work as a business analyst, or you already have that experience. Okay, or if you're moving to Australia, for sure, you definitely want to look at the business analysis path. Top industries: banking, finance, and insurance again, information technology, consulting, and professional services. So these are thriving industries that would always hire business analysts. And if you currently work in any of these industries, it's easier for you because you can change roles, right? You can change roles within the company, or you can work with another company in the same industry. Because like I shared before, your industry experience is still valid. It is still valuable. Top 2 industries with higher salaries in Australia were banking, finance, and insurance, paying around 139,000 Australian dollars, and transportation and logistics industry, which is a new industry here, paying around 130,000 Australian dollars. So top skills are communication skills, listening skills, stakeholder engagement skills. Okay. So of course there are other countries highlighted, in the report, from South Africa, showing 40%, of BAs work in banking, finance, and insurance, 22% in IT, 8% in consulting and professional services. In Nigeria as well, there's a thriving business analysis, there's a thriving business analysis community there with people actually in this career path. 27% of them are working in banking, finance, and insurance. 10% work in energy and utilities industry. 10% work in consulting and professional services. So if you live in Nigeria and you're looking to get into this space, you want to target these industries. And then New Zealand as well. There's information here from New Zealand, from Ukraine, from Poland, from Sri Lanka, from Italy. And, so those are some countries where they were able to get some data with regards to business analysis. Having and arming yourself with all this information is important because it helps you to see how you can, position yourself, how you can use your skills, how you can use your experience, having this data to see the right industries to position yourself, to build your network. And even if you're not ready, maybe you're still taking a coaching program or you're still, preparing for your certification or whatever, you start to build your network now by connecting with people in those industries, by building your network there, by attending, industry events, conferences, or whatever. These are ways that you want to start building your network, to help you get into those industries you're interested in, to get some coaching, get some training, all of that that you feel is important. But as you can see, the hard skills and the soft skills required are still business analysis, are still, regular skills that you use every day. The business analysis skills, there's nothing super special about it because those hard skills and soft skills that are used around the world, you probably use them already in your current role and you can leverage your experience and your skills. But, you are already equipped. You already have what it takes. And I hope that this has, really helped you to see that you shouldn't be slacking. If this is a career path that you want, then go out there and get it. If you've already gotten the training, you've already gotten the certifications, then what are you waiting for? Put yourself out there. You already have the skills and experience. You just need to know how to communicate it. And if you need help with coaching, feel free to reach out. There's the accelerator programs, fantastic programs that we have, for those, who are already in the program. You have access to classes every day. From Monday to Sunday, there's classes. You can always join the classes, get involved in the coaching classes, ask questions. You can also join the practical training classes where we work on learning the practical tools, learning the techniques for real, and also, carrying out assessments to test your practical abilities. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or an email. I'm, happy to help you and support you. But like I just shared with you, the secret to six figures is not a secret really anymore, because if you already have all these things that I've shared with you, then you're well equipped and you're good to go with, taking the experience you have, the skills you have, and adding on the business analysis knowledge and, getting yourself out there. It's all about putting yourself out there. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Enel Eka, and I'm from a business analysis school. I am passionate about business analysis, and I love to help professionals land six-figure jobs as business analysts because I was able to do this multiple times over, and it's possible for you too, right? Without any special skills or experience, you can also do this.